What's up, team? All right, so I'm back here with Bobby again. He's in for more torture. We're gonna go ahead and work what is known as a rear naked choke. Some people call it a mataleon, right? So there's two different ways to choke someone. You have what's known as an air or wind choke. You're hitting the windpipe. You can hear my voice change as soon as I touch it on it. And then you've got two arteries that run along the side of the neck there, right? So you have blood chokes hitting the artery, and then you have air, also known as wind chokes, when I'm going off the windpipe. I'm going to show you both versions right now. The first version, right, is going to be that air or wind choke. I want to come straight across. So from coming behind, I'm going to come straight across. A lot of times you'll set this up from a back control position, right? Or you just might be internal or some other positions where you're able to still get this arm around their neck. As I come through, I like to think of almost a chopping motion. If they tuck their chin in, I use my knuckles to push their head to the side. And as I push it to the side, like the back of a hammer or a cat's claw, some of you may know it, I'm going to go ahead and lift the chin up. So I'm here, come through, and get right on underneath there, right? This hand here, now I might come through, I might push their face a little bit, and lock this in right there. The reason I like to push their face is because they might still be trying to tuck. This distracts them a little bit. If I bring my arm out too far, they can grab my arm and they can start working a defense, trying to get me in an arm bar. So as I'm here, I might come there, rotate my wrist, bring this back, and capture the gable grip right here. I'm going to turn to the side. This arm right here, I want you to think of it like a cape. It's going to drape along their backside. I'm not going to have it sticking out this way. So where was that? No. Have it down, right here, like you're holding a platter for someone. Right there. That's where I want to be. Okay? Back to the point of view in front. From here, I want to go ahead and bring my shoulder back. My wrist and my shoulder are all going to come back together. My shoulder, my head, push in. Side view here. Watch the way my back moves. I'll make sure that comes in there. That's all going to attack that windpipe right there. It doesn't take much. I know I tap on this pretty quickly. There. That is a form of a rear naked choke. Second version is going off of the blood supply. So now instead of coming across the first version, my forearm, my radius bone is right across the windpipe. Now what I want to do is I want to get what we call the crook of the elbow right where the windpipe is at. So from here, I'm going to come all the way through. Now depending on who you're working with, partner, competition versus non-competition setting, I might be nice and easy and gentle. Siblings working together, be gentle with each other, right? If you're taking it a little bit more seriously if you're training, I tend to punch with my forearm and my bicep to get their head to move so I can sink that in right there, right? As I come through, almost like I'm going to punch myself. Don't do that though. I'm going to come through right in there. I'm going to get that elbow right in front as much as I can. Okay? Now when I'm here, a lot of people tend to grab the bicep, which is the proper thing to do. Depending on the girth of your person, you might have to grab a little higher. Sometimes I like to grab the shoulder. Okay? Here or there. As we talked about the last one though, don't leave this arm hanging out there. So I'm here. I come through, now I'm here. Maybe I go through shoving the head again, and notice as I shove the head, I can grab my bicep, I can slide behind them. Old school method, we used to do palm against the head. Now we tend to turn the palm towards ourselves. Slide that through. Some people go open-handed, some people make a fist. Either version works. I'm pretty relaxed here, I'm not tensing anything up. I am going to push my head forward into theirs to lock away any space that may be there. And then I'm just going to pull my shoulder back. Side point of view. Right there. So this one, more specifically, hits the blood supply. Right? You will tickle the windpipe a little bit. So if you get someone nice and deep in this, chances are once you release it, as soon as they tap, they're going to cough a little bit. That means you tickled their windpipe. CPR 101, remember this. They can cough, they can breathe. So if they just cough a little bit, if you tickle the windpipe, they're fine. Just make sure you and your partner know how to tap and how to release. Right? When to release, when to let go. So second version, here. First version, come straight into it. Right there. So, wind versus air.